Hey, what's going on there, folks? Earthmaster here, checking on in. Still 3/22/20. Got a moderate-sized earthquake coming into the Southern California region. You can see it down there in San Diego. Also, here in Utah region, looks like it picked it up as well. And strongly over there in the Mammoth Lakes region, showing up there on that data station there, where the hand is showing up. This is coming off an earthquake just outside of the Ridgecrest area. East of the Ridgecrest area, a 4.3 good-sized earthquake. Now this is a pretty, I would call this a moderate-sized earthquake out there taking place in the region. You can see it right there also on the screen in the red circle, or the red square on this map anyway. Just east, like I mentioned, just east of the area in the Ridgecrest region. This is kind of a new development here. It's kind of a stronger earthquake for that region. We have seen a lot of aftershock activity. There's no doubt about that in the Ridgecrest area, but I tell you what, it's kind of a little bit on the interesting side to see this larger earthquake activity outside of the zone, so to speak. And that zone is the fracture zone that I talk about in the Ridgecrest area. I'm going to go ahead and switch over here to this other map real quick. Man, does anybody else want to just like find some land and like buy a cabin or something, and like move far away from society? Because that's kind of where I'm at right now, folks. Let me tell you, it's very close to being a reality pretty soon. So zooming in here to the Southern California region, you can see the red circle there indicating a 4.3 earthquake. The depth of this earthquake is pretty shallow at 1.9 kilometers below the surface. Let's go ahead and go over to the terrain real quick so we can look at the fault systems here. This is on the east side of the Argus Mountains here, and the east side of the Ridgecrest area earthquake activity. And that earthquake activity is in the yellow circles there to the west. Pretty interesting earthquake activity. There looks like there was a smaller earthquake, 3.5, about 4 to 5 days ago, and now we've seen a 4.3 in the red circle just to the east of that previous earthquake there. Up there in the mountains, no doubt, but a little bit closer. Actually, let's take a look here and see if we can find some fault systems out there, if there is any. There's a bunch over here to the east. I'm not seeing any close by within this region. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and zoom in on the geographic map here. Take a look at what's over here. We got mountain ranges, obviously, all throughout Southern California. This specific earthquake activity, I don't see any volcanic activity around, any fracking material or any operations out here. Just a lot of trees, a lot of mountains out there in the desert. So yeah, definitely something we need to keep an eye on out there. And this activity, this renewed moderate activity, is well east of the Ridgecrest area that sits over here to the west, folks, by about 20 miles or so. So it's pretty interesting, let me tell you. Anyway, folks, once again showing up, 4.3 magnitude earthquake, Southern California, outside of the Ridgecrest area, not within the vicinity of the current aftershock activity in Ridgecrest, but well to the east in a new area. And that earthquake showed up here in San Diego. Actually showed up there in Utah as well. A little bit more distant, if you see the after effects there, a little bit later than in Mammoth. So oh man, I'm thinking this may be a little bit stronger than the 4.3. We'll have to see if they upgrade it or not. Anyway, folks, we'll be sitting here on the side, hopefully staying safe. Have a good night.